Hi. I'm a little bit early, so I'm just going to invite some people. Hold on. Okay, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes and let Facebook notify everybody. Get organized on my end here. So I am in the process, hopefully that lighting's okay. I'm in the process of packing for Montana. Yeah! I'm super excited, super nervous, kind of nerve-sighted as I like to call it. I have 3 bags packed for sunny weather. I have race outfits packed. I have sunny weather, cloudy weather with showers, and then rain weather. So I'm trying to go for all seasons with my packing. Last year it was really, really warm for Montana. It was like 25 and sunny. We ended up with sunburns. It was beautiful. This year it's like maybe it was going to rain, and then the forecast changes to sun. So I thought for Training Tip Thursday, it was a great day to do what to put in your race bag. So when I say race bag, there's 2 types of race bags. This is a CamelBak, so this is your race bag you would actually wear when you're on a race. Now, I only use this for long races. For the Beast is the only race that I use it for, or if I'm doing like a 15-kilometer or more road race, I'll use it. For the Super, I never use my pack. I just find there's enough water stations and I don't need the extra fuel and nutrition because for the one in Red Deer, it only takes me about 2 to 2.5 hours, so it's not super long, whereas the Beast is like it's anywhere from 5 to 8 hours. For me, it took us last year about 7.5 hours, so it's, you need your food and your hydration and things. So when I talk about race bag, what I'm talking about in this regard is this bag. So this is your race bag that you're going to take to the race venue, and you're going to put everything that you need in it for after your race, because you can't run with your cell phone through mud. You don't want to run with anything valuable, anything like that is going to get wrecked. And you want clothes for after, right? You want to have something nice and dry to change into. So I was packing my bag for Montana, and I thought, well, Training Tip Thursday, let's talk about what to put in your race bag. So what I do every single time I pack a race bag, actually let me see if I can, kind of move it so that I can move back. So what I always do is I line my backpack with a garbage bag. Now I discovered this the hard way when we went to a race and it was raining and all of our clothes were wet inside of our bags within like minutes of being at the venue. So it kind of sucks if you have to put on wet clothes after your race. You want dry clothes. So I always line it with a garbage bag, even if it's going to be like 25 degrees. I do it anyway just so I don't jinx the weather. It's just one of those superstitious race things that I do. So I line my bag with the garbage bag. Then I pack a pair of flip-flops for after my race. You always want to wear flip-flops that you don't really care if they get muddy, but also that they're really comfortable. So even though it's probably going to rain on Sunday, I will probably still wear flip-flops after Saturday, because my feet are going to be sore and tired and I don't want to drown them in shoes again. So I will probably still wear flip-flops even in the rain and the mud. Towels. So what I usually pack is like a beach towel, something thin that can fit easily into your bag. And I pack 2 small hand towels. Now, when you finish a race, there are showers. It's basically nozzles attached to hoses, and you spray yourself down and you spray your friends down, and it's not very warm, it's freezing cold. At Mud Hero, though, they have these really cool things you stand under to shower, which was actually really nice last year. It was so cold, but it was really nice to be able to like take things off and like rinse yourself down instead of just spraying yourself with a hose. After the Spartan in Red Deer last year, it was really, really cold, spraying ourselves down with the hose. So I always bring 2 small towels, because then when I'm changing, I can wipe myself down with towels. Now, typically there is a change tent at most races. There's a men's and a ladies. It depends on the venue. The Montana one is humongous, and there's like all these little sections. It was great. Some of them are really tiny, so like Mud Hero last year, we ended up just changing by the vehicle, like, whatever. We just quickly changed. There was nobody around. So it just depends on where you are and what your race is and what they have. So you want to, you want something to stand on, which is why I usually bring this towel. I dry myself off, then I stand on it, and then I kind of get as much mud as I can off with these two. You're going to have to go home and shower and get the rest of the mud off anyway. It's going to be in all crevices of your body. Next, I bring a race outfit for after the race. So, key things about outfits for after the race: do not forget your clean underwear. Don't forget your clean sports bra. Don't forget to bring something comfortable that you can get on. So I bring these crops usually, or I'll bring pants if it's going to be really chilly. They always have like a nice wide waistband. They're nice and stretchy. They're not super tight Lulus. They're like baggier, older style, like a groove pant, or I don't even know, these were Astro crops, I think. So I always do that because it's really hard when your skin is wet to get like jeans on. Like I hate jeans anyway, but to get them on, or to get like leggings that are tight on. You want something comfy and cozy. Usually I wear my race t-shirt after, like my finisher t-shirt, but I always bring an extra one just in case, because you never know if you're going to drop it in the mud, or you're going to get it wet when you're showering, or something happens to it. So I always bring extra change of clothes. And I don't bring socks because I wear flip-flops, but if you wear shoes, bring some socks. So that's what goes in my main compartment in this garbage bag. Then I have a second compartment, and depending on what race I'm running, I'll bring different things based on what I'm doing. But I always bring extra garbage bags. So you always want an extra garbage bag for your wet clothes. You don't want to carry, what I usually do is I usually actually throw most of my wet clothes into my backpack in this garbage bag, and my towels, and then I throw my shoes in one of these and I just carry it around. Because I have special trail running shoes, I don't throw my shoes away at the end of a race. I actually just go home, hose them down, and they come clean. So always bring extra garbage bags. I usually bring two, because if there's somebody that needs one, I have an extra one. I usually throw some wet wipes in my bag, just because your hands are going to be disgusting and you might want to eat something. So I like to just be able to get some of the mud off. Then depending on what my race is, will depend on some of the other stuff I bring. So for the Beast on Sunday, I am bringing some extra protein bars, and I bring these little emergency vitamin C packets, because a lot of free radicals are produced in your body during a race like the Beast, which of course can lower your immune system, and your body needs the nutrients. So I always bring an extra vitamin C packet. I bring a couple bottles of water in my pack, and then I just dump one in. I'll probably bring some electrolytes as well for after the race, for the Beast. Then I always bring an extra Ziploc bag, and what I put in here, this is really important, you always need to bring your picture ID, so your photo ID. So I don't have it in here yet because I'm not done packing, because I need it for driving to Montana, but always put it in your bag, put your cash in your bag, put your phone in your bag, and I put it in a Ziploc bag because, again, if it's raining, I can tuck it into my garbage bag and I know it's not going to get soaking wet. But always bring your photo ID, because you have to have photo ID when you get to the race venue to prove you are who you are, or they're not going to let you in for most races. For Spartan, they're pretty sticky on it. I always bring like little emergency things, Band-Aids, Kleenex. I bring like extra hair ties, lip chap, sunglasses, things like that, that I'm going to be racing in. Sunscreen, bug spray. I also bring Advil. For the Beast, I'm carrying it in my Camelback, but I always bring an extra Advil, because if I am really sore, or if my back's really sore from doing some of the heavy carries, then I have it with me. So that's just me. But yeah, so that's what I carry in my pack. The important things I always bring with me, and the little tips, like I said, garbage bag, awesome. Even if it's not raining, at least you can throw your wet clothes in there, tie it up, and then your pack isn't going to get all gross and nasty. This bag is really gross and muddy and dirty because it's my racing backpack. It's what I use at every single race, so I don't really care if it gets dirty, but if you care if your pack gets dirty, then, wash it off when you get home. I've actually washed my Camelback in the washing machine, and it works really well. So that's what I bring in my pack. Bring some cash, because your bag check will be It's usually around $5 most races. Parking is $10 typically per car, depending on the race venue again. So always bring some cash. Cash is preferred. You can purchase stuff at the merchandise tent with a credit card, but not like your bag check and stuff like that. And for my Camelback, so this is just for the beast, I always put electrolytes in my water, in my Camelback, and then I drink water at the water stations because I'm using more, I'm sweating more, I'm out there longer, I want to replenish everything, not just my water. I always throw in some extra Band-Aids, Advil, Body Glide for straps that rub, extra hair tie, and I have an extra Camelback cap for my nozzle because this actually fell off in the barbed wire last year and then proceeded to drip water all over me, all over the metal vertical wall that I was climbing, and I almost slipped off the top of it. So lesson learned, bring an extra valve because they can pop off because you're rolling and you're throwing your bag in the barbed wire. And the second thing I bring with me, just for the beast, is I bring mustard packs, so for cramps, if you get muscle cramps. I haven't had to use them, knock on wood. I've heard from other athletes that it works like a charm, so I carry extras because there was racers in the barbed wire that were cramped up last year and we were just chucking mustard packs at her. I also bring these little squishums, one of these. They sound gross, but it's like beets and berries, so I like it for that little. I don't like the gels. I have an emergency gel in here if I really need it, but I like these little squishum things because you can eat them quick and it's just like applesauce. And then I bring some extra protein bars. So I bring Larabars and this little nuts and fruit bar. And that is pretty much what I bring. I don't eat every hour like elite athletes do with their gels and they time how they eat. I just eat when I feel like I'm hitting a wall, usually about every 2 hours. Try to stop, have a bar, have something to eat. I usually eat the little fruit packet thing first, and then I eat my bars second. So yeah, so that is what I pack. So like I said, this is the race. This is my actual carrying it during the race pack, and this is my race pack that I'm going to check in the bag check. So before you check your bag, always make sure you don't need anything out of it because you have to pay again if you. I think you do. Usually you do at Spartan. You have to wait in the lineup again and pay again to get your bag and then to recheck it. So make sure you have everything. Put your car keys in it. Put your jacket in if you're not going to wear it running. Any layers you don't want on, jam it in your pack. Check your pack. And then, yeah, you're good to go. And don't forget things, like I said, towels, change of clothes, ID, Ziploc everything. Put everything in a plastic garbage bag. Bring a big enough backpack that you have space. If you do buy something at the merchandise tent, you can tuck it in there. I make sure I have room for a hoodie because I want to get a hoodie when I'm down in the States because they have a lot better merchandise than we do in Canada at our races and more selection. So that is what I pack for race packs. If you have any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to type in a comment or send me a note. And yeah, I'm going to finish my packing now and get organized for tomorrow because we leave tomorrow morning, probably around 9 o'clock, so super exciting. I'm hoping the sunshine will follow us and we'll stay into Saturday and Sunday and maybe go away. It can go away on Monday, but hopefully it stays for us racers on Saturday and Sunday in Montana. So have a great night, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.